Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that I'm going to do is shuffle out one card from the Magical Dogs Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you want to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I show you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay, just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So while I was saying that, if you were listening, you might have heard like a trilling noise or some weird noise. Just want to let you know that that was my cat. There could be something here about curiosity, maybe a little bit of confusion, but in a good way, if that makes sense. There could be someone here who is like wondering what you are doing. They might be a little confused, but they are curious about you, at least a little bit. And I want to make it clear that this doesn't have to be about love. It definitely can be, but doesn't have to be. Just take it however it resonates. But the card that we have is interesting, of course. We have the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is all about choices. It even says something about your judgment. I feel like this is definitely a reading about how the universe and your spirit guides want you to make better choices in terms of considering your worth and what you actually deserve. You could be being presented with an array of options and you're being tested to see if you can choose the option that is rooted in clarity and truth rather than deception and confusion in a bad way. I don't know how else to explain it, but I just hope that that makes sense. I feel like at this time you're definitely being called to tell the difference between illusion and reality. There could be some sort of decision you're being faced here, and somehow it may be a testament of how clearly you are seeing things. Don't be afraid to make the decisions that you feel called to make, because even if it is the wrong decision, there's still something to learn from it. There's still something to gain from it. It feels like there's a message coming through to tell you to just try your best when it comes to using your intuition and following your inner voice. There's also a message here about how to make your intuition or your inner voice louder, which is through healing. There could be a lot of overthinking here that needs to be worked through, some trauma, some pain that needs to be healed and released, so that way you can see things more clearly and ultimately make better decisions. I do feel something here about self-destruction, but now I'm going to move on to a deck big enough to shuffle from this box of cards that I have. I'm just going to get a few of these to look a little bit deeper into this. Also, when I showed you that box, that card there where you could see the words on it, if you feel called to pause and read it, definitely do that. Or if you did feel called to do that, that's some sort of confirmation or recognition for you. The first card we have, wow, is the number 7, with the sun is creeping just around the corner. I love how the number 7 came through again, because I was going to say something about 7 here, but just didn't. But I guess everything does happen for a reason. The number 7 could definitely be a very, very significant, obvious sign for you in some way or another. For me, that's just a message for you coming through from the universe and your spirit guides. They want you to know that the more that you invest in yourself, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like internally, the more that you are able to receive materially or externally. There's something here about taking your healing more seriously and like making better decisions so that way you can create better outcomes in your life. I feel like this is a time where you are being encouraged to really truly recognize your actual power and influence and impact in this world. Know that you always do have an impact, whether it's negative or positive, whether it's constructive or destructive, you always have an impact. And that's why it matters how we show up in the world and the decisions that we make, because if we make self-destructive decisions, we are going to make a destructive reality. But if we make self-loving decisions, we're going to make a more loving reality. I feel like your healing could definitely help the world come more into balance. Definitely know that any healing work that you do, it reaches far and wide for miles. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Your impact. Maybe that's something that you need to stop underestimating. I feel something here about really needing to slow down more when it comes to making your decisions. Really contemplate if you are open to the consequences. That felt a little double-edged sword, but we're going to go ahead and... Oh, wait, no. Before we move on to the next card, the sun is creeping just around the corner. I feel like the sun represents... I feel like this is like saying peace is just around the corner. It's easier than you think. Healing is easier than you think. Definitely don't be afraid to let the universe and your spirit guides help you find closure. And also I saw that we were at 7 minutes on the video, so if 777 is significant for you, there you go. If you've been doing any gambling, playing poker, or anything like that, maybe going to a casino, that could be something of that nature. Could be significant. Don't know how, don't know why, but if it resonates for you, take it. Wow. And now we have the Judgment card, but it's in reverse. I can't forgive myself. There's definitely something here that you can't forgive yourself about from the past. You keep making... Okay, I'm going to be honest, but don't be offended. You keep making ignorant decisions because you are not forgiving yourself for past ignorant decisions. We all make ignorant decisions. I just feel like you need to give yourself a fair chance to understand who you truly are, see the world for what it truly is, see your opportunities for what they truly are. You deserve to see things clearly. That's for sure. Let's see what your last card is. Next, wow, yeah, the Three of Swords. My heart hurts and I need to take care of myself. Yep. There is definitely fear here that is clouding your judgment. I think it's so interesting that the Judgment card has shown up reversed because that's a very clear sign to me that there definitely is something in your past that you need to let go of, forgive yourself for, be patient with yourself about. You know, it's okay if you didn't know better in one way or the other. But this was really, really confirmed whenever the Three of Swords came out. There's something mentally, emotionally that is weighing you down and distorting your judgment. You need to see the world in a more balanced way where you recognize that life can be both dark and light. It can be both easy and challenging instead of just one or the other. There could be something here about also being open to all different kinds of possibilities and allowing the universe to take you on some sort of journey, some sort of adventure. I feel like for someone, the universe does want to tell you a story about yourself to help you see the story of others. Maybe not specifically when it comes to others, but I feel like the universe and your spirit guides really want to show you some bigger picture things. They want to really help broaden your awareness and your consciousness. there's definitely something here about becoming more conscious and aligning with what you truly deserve that makes me think that you're really not aware of your actual worth and what you deserve. And that's definitely where you need to start when it comes to healing. Don't be hard on yourself for not recognizing your worth in the past. It's okay to not know, to grow, to just trust that everything happens for a reason. Trust that you went through the challenges you did for a reason. There's a lot of wisdom and information here that you can tap into, or that you can unlock and use to benefit yourself and the highest good of all. Don't think that you don't have potential, because we all do. It's just a matter of whether we're willing to tap into that potential or not. And I saw 1111. So there is some wish here that you have, or some sort of dream, something that you really want for yourself, your community. There's something that just you're passionate about. And the universe and your spirit guides want you to know that it is possible for you. You just need to leave a little wiggle room for the universe to express itself as well. It's very important to trust that everything happens for a reason, because later down the line, if we allow ourselves to see it, that reason will be revealed to us. So there could be a really good opportunity here, definitely, to strengthen your relationship with the universe, source, and your spirit guides, those spiritual beings who support you. And the number 3 here, I usually associate 3 with growth and expansion, and it really feels like what you really need to be focused on is growing and trusting that the expanding will come afterwards. Remember, the sun is creeping just around the corner, and I saw 1222. The universe just wants you to be yourself and to trust that it's going to pay off. Just make the decision, or the decisions that you feel called to make. Don't, there's really something here about taking other people's opinions and perspectives and stuff like that with a grain of salt. All that matters is that you are making decisions that you truly trust and that you truly believe in. But that will be the end of your reading. I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. And feel free to leave a comment if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have been showing your support thus far. It really does mean a lot to me, and it really does make a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.